Take a look at the set. The Reverend Dr. Richard W. Arthur Jr., aka Melanin Man, Biological Living Light, his producing studio. Yes, the set, the books, the whipped back of the black man, man of courage. And now, on today, March 31st, 2022, as you see me wearing the fire department 911. And I came on here today to produce this particular programming since y'all know Brother R.A.'s working on, Malcolm X had an autobiography, and it's over there in my library. And I'm working on my autobiography. You know, going to the Cambridge Public Library, printing stuff out, and trying to accumulate put all of this information I've acquired in my 60 years of existence as a black man in America. So, as I reside here in the city of Cambridge, the intellectual Mecca of the world, and for the past 400 years, we've been residing under these particular definitions. The definition, you know, when I exhale, when I take my hit, and I exhale, that is absolute definition. So in my mind, dealing with divination or being divinity or being biological living light with access in acknowledging the liquid fluid in my first eye vision, I haven't been reaching my fullest potential because of such things, such devices, and the mindset of definition. My second exhale is connotation or intent or a verb. So we go from a noun to a verb. And as a spiritualist, as one who understands his inner spirit, and that's what I was seeking in my vocation. And last night I happened to watch, what? Hacksaw Ridge, a conscientious objector, says, I want to fight for my motherfucking country, but I won't touch a gun. Because he pulled a gun on his father for his father beating his mother's ass. So he said, it's my conscience. So I, as biological living light, understanding the conscience of my melanin recessive inbred mutant albino children as Father Nature, I can't expect my child with a dry eye, first eye vision to explain to me what it means to have balanced vision and energy flow, being that verb, not just being stuck in a definition. Amistad. I've been dying to do this. Morgan Freeman. Think you come right up to him. It's like, I'm sorry, Morgan. Morgan, I'm sorry, I don't speak that. That's so fucked up. I have, in the 21st century, the 22nd year, through the tutelage of Master Heege Robinson, should have never taught me a motherfucking diagonal horizontal slant flying. Not only what is that in a form, but what is that in your psychology? In your, oh, wait a minute, how do you see yourself? Do you believe in your touch? Is it mind over matter? That nigga that moved me around a zillion times issuing chi, imbalancing me, but I absorbed that energy, and now I'm understanding, okay, this is what the fuck this nigga been doing to me. 5 minutes into the segment. As Melanin Man, in the intellectual Mecca of the world, Father Nature, understanding I inbred. There wasn't enough women around at that point in time, so I inbred. The genes clashed. They didn't get to interlock as original people. Original people, melanin dominant people with a liquid pineal gland, first eye vision. What are the symbols of the languages of our ancestors? Why is the one drawn that way? Why is the eye drawn that way? Wait a minute. Did Moses hear God say, I am that I am? Well, what does that eye represent? And on what levels? The definition level, the connotative level, the absolute abstract level? Or are you just going to be stuck in your definition? Oh, I'm just a human being. I'm not divine. Fuck that shit. I'm going to believe in a Jesus Christ. I'm going to put my energy out there. 7 minutes in. Wait a minute. 7. Oh, 77 Mass Ave. That's where the anchors, the intellectual Mecca, the columns, the stolen African art. Wait a minute. What is the full cylinder, the circle, 360 degrees? And what's the base of the pyramid? 4 90-degree right angles. 360 degrees, understanding, well, wait a minute, you can be the one with the full 360 degree sphere, understanding the substantial and the insubstantial. Is that too much science? Should I not be saying this 7 minutes in? Wait a minute, 7. What's that 7 mean? That's a right angle at the top of the stem. What is the one? I am the one. They're both. How do you convey divinity in drawing a digit or in science, math, art? I'm using all of the information combined in my 60 years of existence, going from I don't speak that to LeVar Burton and Kunta Kinte and John Amos. Well, I'm moving on up. 8 minutes in, understanding the DNA. Wait a minute, the 7 is the rising of the sun after the 6. The 6 is death. You're buried 6 feet under. That's the 0 at the bottom of the stem. 7, a right angle, the rising of the sun, Amun-Ra. Why is that? The sun rises in the east and sets in the west. And then the 8 is the DNA in the intellectual Mecca. Oh my God, I walked through Cambridge Park. I saw bioscience. Motherfuckers. All right, calm down. This is biological living light. Melanin Man, Brother R.A. I had to endure Superman, a white man coming to save who? Well, here I am in the 21st century, the 22nd year, on the 31st day of the 3rd month. I'm putting all these digits together. Wait a minute, that 3 dealing with, wait a minute, man, woman, and child. family A squared plus B squared equals C squared, Pythagorean theorem. What is the drawings of these particular digits, their connotations? What is the A? How is it drawn? You can make your own interpretations. But the B, what is that? The breast, the butt, the booty, the woman, the womb. You came squirting out the 3. You and I. Now, do we access our origination, our source, our divination? Man and woman come together, and the woman bears the child for 9 months. Oh, what is that? The full spear at the top of the stem. After the 8. Oh, wait a minute. The woman in her cycle every 28 days. What is the significance of the relationship between HueManity, the digits drawn, and our particular mindset with the liquid pineal gland, first eye vision? Are you able to interpret the connotations to the absolute abstract? Your divinity depends on your level of sophisticated thought process. Do you have an imagination? Is it possible that your mind is over the matter and what you think matters? All that Fox News and blah, 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 11 minutes in. Wait a minute. The two sides, the evil. Wait a minute. How's that word spelled? Live, live, or evil, evil. So either there's a balance between the substantial and the insubstantial, and you're capable of being cognizant in your conscientiousness, in your conscience. Your science is a con. Now, are you able to con yourself into believing into your own divinity? I have, as biological, living light in the intellectual Mecca of the world. I am my own Superman, my own melanin man, my own Christ. I am my own Savior just by the thoughts I think in my imagination. Can you deny me that? Or am I denying me that? Yes, I'm a man of courage, going above a conscientious objection to understanding my own internal cognizance. Thank you, Master Heege Robinson, helping me tie my energies, all of my physical attributes, my mind and my body to my spirit. Oh, is that another 3 on the definition level, the intent level, to the absolute abstract? Is all the science and art internalized within your thought process? This is my 14-minute segment for Reverend Dr. Richard W. Arthur Jr., a.k.a. Brother R.A. I don't have enough funding to pay Dave Pearson, Shaman Education, for BrotherRA.com. So the only way you get to see this kind of stuff is on YouTube. Brother R.A. Tell somebody if you get to see it. I don't know. I'm just talking to myself. But Brother R.A. This is where you can send somebody to see this kind of consciousness, because who's going to put this kind of science together for melanin dominant people, biological living light in the 22nd year, the 21st century?